It's another great day at Wellness 101 with your integrative wellness and life coach, Dr. Adrienne Pinkney.
Hi, it's me, Adrienne, your Be Well coach, and I am here to talk with you this week about asking. Asking, that is our topic for today. So I'll start with a few simple quotes about asking. Thomas Berger says, "The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge." The Holy Bible reads, "Ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Jennifer Hudson said, "Don't be afraid of the answers. Be afraid of not asking questions." And Albert Einstein says, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." So, I'll begin with my first question. Why do we need to ask? Asking is so important. When we ask for things, we put them into the atmosphere. And it's not just asking people. Sometimes we have to ask God. We have to ask just the universe. We ask our friends. We ask our partners for all types of things. When we ask, we open our hands. We let people know that we have a need. When we ask, we're using our voice. We're heard. We let people know that we have a desire for something. When we ask, that is the first step to showing the universe that we are ready to receive. So my second question is, why don't we ask? Why don't we ask for things that we actually want? The answer is pretty simple. We don't ask for things that we want because we are afraid. When we don't ask for things that we want, it's because we believe we're not deserving. Or maybe we tell ourselves that the time is not right. Or maybe we tell ourselves that our partner is incapable. I actually had a client. I was telling her one time that I love fresh flowers. And I buy myself fresh flowers every week because I deserve it. So she was saying that she would really like to have her husband buy her fresh flowers all the time. And so I said, well, why don't you just ask him to get you some fresh flowers? And she says, oh, he's not that kind of guy. Oh, that's not the kind of thing that he does. So, with that client, I gave her an assignment, and the assignment was to ask her husband to buy her flowers. Question 3. What happens when we don't ask? When we don't ask for things that we really want, the answer is already no. I have a client, she's a wonderful person, and she gave me permission to use this story. Thank you. I hope you watched my video. Anyway, she is deciding to leave a relationship because it is no longer serving her or contributing to her happiness. In leaving the relationship, she had a lot of anxiety about financial fears. Am I going to be able to afford to do this? So, a part of her homework for me was to ask everyone for everything. She has children that she wants to make sure still have a certain quality of life, and they take additional classes, and I don't want this, divorce to really affect the kids that much. I don't know if I can do this. Well, I said, you need to ask. So her daughters take tennis lessons, and I said, well, she said, I can't afford these tennis lessons. I can't afford these lessons. I said, well, did you ask for a discount? Did you ask? I need to make more money. I really need to make more money so that I can get out of here faster. Did you ask for a raise? What are some of the other things that she was saying? My family, they don't really know. We really don't have the financial backing. I really just need some extra money right now. My brother, he's going through this, and my sister, she's going through this, and they don't have it. Did you ask them if they have it? Because what we do when we don't ask is that we decide that the answer is already no. In not asking, she already decided that the tennis coach was not going to give her a discount. She already decided that she was not going to get a raise from work. And she already decided in her mind first that her family was incapable of coming through and supporting her through a very difficult time. So, we have to ask, because when we don't ask, we have a guaranteed no. Question 4. What happens when we do ask? All types of wonderful things can happen when we do ask. We gather more information. When you ask your boss for a raise, you find out if you're going to get one or not. The answer is going to be either yes, no, or maybe not right now. but you have an answer. In the stories that I used earlier about the client who had a husband who she told herself wouldn't give her flowers, well, she asked him for them. And she didn't get flowers the first time. So she asked again, and she didn't get flowers. And she asked again, and one day her husband came home with some flowers. It was not just her ability to ask, but it was her ability to persistently ask, to make her desire known. And the fact that she asked more than once showed that she really wanted those flowers. And because he chooses to be her guy, he decided to come through for her. Just like my other client who was going through divorce and needed some help. She asked her family for some help. The answer was no. She asked her boss for a raise. The answer was, well, actually, we have more work that needs to be done. So, yeah, you can make this extra money, but are you willing to do this extra work? To which her answer was yes. Then she got the money that she needed and the work that came with it, but she got what she needed. She also asked the tennis coach for a discount for the girls, and now they go 2 for 1. Yes! Great things can happen when we ask for what we need. So, we're going to talk about how to ask, because good things can happen when you do. Even if you don't get exactly what you want, at least you get the data. At least you have the answer. If you're in a relationship with somebody who screams and yells and you ask them, oh, honey, I'm going to need you to stop screaming. Are you capable of not screaming when we have a disagreement? And if they say, oh, no, that's just not how I communicate. Or I just get really mad and it's hard for me to not do that anymore. Then you have an answer. You have an answer because you asked. Then you can make a choice, a really good decision for yourself as to what you need to do going forward to make sure that you're okay and that you're happy and that you're well. Ask. Ask for all types of things. Ask questions you've never asked before. Ask for things that you need. Ask for things in your friendships. Ask, ask, ask. Here's how you do it. So there are 6 steps to asking. The first step is simply know what you want. Do you want more time? Do you want more money? Do you want something in your relationship to change? Are you ready for a new experience? Whatever it is, just be really clear. What do you want? Step 2, ask yourself, why do you want it? Do you want more money just because you feel like it's time for you to have more money? Or do you want more money because you've gone and invested more in your career and you've taken classes and you've poured more into yourself as a human resource and you feel like you deserve more? Do you want more because your thoughts about relationships have changed? So when you first got into a relationship that you agreed to certain things that were okay with you at that time. And as you've grown spiritually and emotionally, you realize, I want something different. Now I'm at a place where I need more time, or now I'm at a place where I need a different tone, or whatever it is. Know why you want what you want, because when you're really clear about the why, it really increases your level of deservedness. It really helps increase your confidence when it is time to ask. Be really, really clear on why you want what you want. Step 3, and this one is very important. So 1, you know what you want. 2, you know why you want it. 3, release all fear. Release all fear that it might not happen, that you're not ready yet, that it's too big of a thing to ask for, that your partner is incapable, or the company's going through a really hard time, or your mama always acts like that and she's never going to act any different, or that's just how they are. Release all fear. Release it. Before you can ask for anything, you've got to be willing to let go of your attachment to the outcome. Affirm that you're worth it. Affirm that you believe that it's the right time. Affirm that you believe that they are somehow capable. And with that, go ask. Step 4, ask for exactly what you want. Now, I love reading books. I'm a bookworm. I love it. Makes me happy. one of the things that I've learned, this camera is doing this weirdest thing, and I just have to let it go. I surrender. Okay, it's the lighting is so weird. I don't know if it's my window. I don't know if it's this computer. It's my first video. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Where was I? Number 4. Number 4 is ask for exactly what you want. Okay, so it is so important to ask for exactly what you want. I was talking about reading because I was going to tell you that I read lots and lots of books about relationships, business relationships, personal relationships. In any relationship book I have read, it talks about being very specific about whatever it is that you want. When you ask for something, you can't just say to your partner, well, I really just want us to do more things together. Like, we don't do anything. I want us to do something together. That is not how you're going to get what you want. If what you're looking for is more quality time, you have to be very specific. And you got to tell your partner, sweetie, I love you and I love spending time with you. And that's very important to me. So what I need is for you to make one night of a week that we have time that's just us, no cell phones, no kids, no nothing else. And I need that time for 5 hours. That is very specific. It's very measurable. He can respond to giving you exactly what you need because you told him exactly what you need. Because when you don't ask for exactly what you want, he might say something like, oh, well, honey, I spent 30 minutes with you the other day. I mean, I am spending time with you. Well, that's not what you wanted. You wanted time that was specifically yours. You wanted time that was carved out. You wanted time that you could look forward to, that you knew was coming. Ask for what you want specifically. Don't go and ask for a raise at work and not be sure about how much you want. I'll use an additional example of actually my personal life. So, dating is hilarious. I'm having a wonderful time. Anyway, me and a fellow that I was talking with, we were just kind of starting to get things going. And I noticed that whenever he answered the phone, he would say, hello, which is a very nice greeting for a bill collector. But when I call, I want him to say something like, hello, beautiful. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, superstar. Hi, queen of the earth. You know, I just really like greetings because I'm into that. So I asked him for it. I said, well, dear, I really like talking to you. And it's like one of the biggest highlights of my day because that was the truth. And when I call you, I need you to answer the phone with a term of endearment. You can pick your own term of endearment, but it's really important to me that you greet me in an endearing way. It lets me know that I'm special. It lets me know that everybody else around you who hears you on the other end of the phone knows that you're talking to someone special. Me. And I just need that to change. So I asked for exactly what I wanted. I told him. I didn't say, I want you to just answer like, you know, like it's me on the other end. No, I need something specific. I need a term of endearment. That's exactly what I asked for. This screen just blacked out. I don't know if it blacked out on y'all's end. I'm not recording this thing again. That's that. Okay, so 4. What was it? Ask more than once. Ask more than once. Okay, next. So I actually skipped one. We were on 4, right? Which was ask for exactly what you want. So now we need to move on to 5. Adrian, you're doing great. This is your first video. You're doing great. You're a rock star. You're enough. I love you. I love you. So, what are you willing to do? Exactly what are you willing to do to have what you want, right? Because a lot of times when we ask for something, it requires more of us, or someone might ask us for something back. So just like the situation or the example that I gave earlier of a client who asked her boss for a raise, and her boss responded with, okay, that comes with more responsibility. Or asking a partner for additional time might mean that they ask you for something right back. Like, okay, I'm willing to make that time. Can you pick up more chores around the house so that, you know, everything can get done so that I can still spend that time with you? So always be clear on what you are willing to do to have what you want. If you ask God, you say, God, I need a new opportunity. I need something to grow. I need a change. I need something to change. You know, God might send you exactly what you're looking for because God's wonderful like that and always wants us to have the desires of our heart. Isn't that splendid? Woo! Yes. So God might send you that, and it might come in a new city. Are you willing to go? Are you willing to move? What are you willing to do to have what it is you want? And then that moves us to 6. Ask more than once. Ask more than once. A lot of times we hear the answer no, and we think that means it's no forever. I'm not saying nag. I don't mean badger somebody with the same thing every day because that is annoying. But if it is something that you want, set goals around when you want to ask for it. Short term goals, long term goals, however you feel is appropriate. If it's something that you're asking your partner for, do not nag and ask for it every single day because if you're asking from that kind of place, you don't believe that you're worth it. If you're constantly saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, you're not solid that this is actually something that you deserve. You have to ask for it from a place of deservedness. So, if you're asking your partner for whatever it is that you're looking for, let me think of an example. What do people ask their partners for? I'm trying to think about people's love languages. Ooh, okay. Mine is physical touch. I'm just telling y'all all my business. Anyway, so if you ask your partner to come into the room, and every time you come in the room, I need you to greet me with a kiss because it just, everything that's going on, you got about 3 minutes to get yourself over here and give me a kiss. So, with that happening, Adrian, I love you. Anyway, asking your partner to come in and greet you in a very specific way, just ask from a place of knowing that you deserve it. This is what I need. This is what I'm willing to do to help you give it to me. I'll send you a smile across the room to make it safe, make you feel emotionally safe to come over here and give me what I need, right? So, asking for it and asking again. So, with that, if I ask once, I'll wait and see what happens. And then maybe in a couple weeks, I'll ask for it one more time. Sweetie, I really need you to come give me that kiss when you walk in the door. That's very important to me. I need you to bring me that, right? So just ask again. With a promotion or a raise at work, set a 6-month goal. Sit down with your boss, ask for it once, get whatever answer that you get, and plan to ask for it again in 6 months. And within that 6 month time, what are you going to do? What are the things that you are going to put out into the atmosphere, spiritually, emotionally? What types of physical things are you ready to put out? Are you ready to do more work? Have you got more certifications? Have you increased your power within yourself so that when you ask again 6 months later, you're asking from a place of improvement for yourself with even more deservedness that you are ready to receive exactly what you are asking for. And 6, accept the answer gracefully. Sometimes the answer will be no. And it's not even just no right now. It's just like, really, no, that ain't it. It's not happening. The universe is not aligned to give you that thing. And no can be such a beautiful answer because sometimes no works out for our good. After I finished my doctoral program, I applied for all these jobs all around the country because I just knew that I needed a job. So I was applying and applying and applying. And I got my first no in an email and my second no in the mail. And then I got another no for a job. And, I just got all these no's. So about this 8th or ninth no. Or no, I got a few interviews. I did get some interviews, but I didn't get, I'm not a professor at anybody's university right now, right? So overall, the answer was no. And about the 11th no, I was distraught. I mean, I couldn't take it. I got home. I got in the bed. I started watching, what's that show, 19 and Counts, 18 and Counts, and something like that? I couldn't even believe I was watching the Duggars. I was at the end of myself. Eating popcorn, laying in the bed. I was into that show. I was like, oh my God, I can't take it. Can't take it. And the answer was just no. And how was I supposed to get up from there, right? It's so interesting because now I am so grateful. Oof. I am so grateful for every single one of those no's because they really set me up to go exactly where I was supposed to go so that I'm doing exactly what I'm intended to do right now in this moment. And I don't know what would have happened, but I doubt it would have worked out this way had I been at some university in the middle of nowhere or in some cool city, I don't know, doing different work. it would not, have aligned the way that it was supposed to, so that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do right now. So even if the answer is no, even if the answer is not right now, or if the answer is yes, trust that it is all working for your good. It is all to move you in the right direction so that you are going to fulfill your purpose while here on earth. How exciting! Yay! So with that, I will give you some homework because I am a teacher. It's part of my spiritual assignment here on earth. I'm so grateful. So your homework is simple, or for some of you, it might be hard, especially if you are not in the habit of asking, but you have 3 things to do. You need to ask for 3 things. One, you can pick something real small, a low-risk thing. Maybe you have a child in your home who doesn't pick things up or doesn't do stuff that they're supposed to do. Just ask them to do it. Ask them again. Ask them from a different place, not from a place of threatening or fear that they're incapable or that it just won't happen. Just ask, sweetie, I need this to change. I need you to pick up these shoes and have them by the door every day. Yeah. Can you do that? I trust that you can. Ask for something small. The second thing, to ask for a medium change. Just something that's not as scary to you, but something that you really like to change. Maybe a dear friend of yours who comes late to everything all the time. Ask them to show up on time. Hey girl, you always come late. I'm real tired of that. I'm always standing there for like 15 or 20 minutes waiting for you, and I really don't know what to do with myself, and I feel a little odd, and I'd really appreciate if you could make it on time. Can you start to come on time? You might want to ask for something else. Or if you know you're not going to be on time, can you communicate better so that I don't have to stand here for 20 minutes trying to figure out what to do with myself while you're late? Yeah, just ask. And then the third, ask for something big, something that your heart really desires, whether it's a new position at work or a major shift in your relationship or your marriage, a shift in a family dynamic, anything. Ask because, sweetie, you deserve it. Have a great week.
Be seen. Be heard. Be loud. Be still. Be beautiful. Be everything that you are called to be. And most importantly, be well.